So I was looking at this thing called um I was looking at the way that oh shit, my bad. I was looking at the way that different cultures, the way that cultures experience time. And there's like two different ways, like monochronic and polychronic. And I was looking at these terms and I was like, wait a minute. Monochronic is basically like how we live in more like Western countries like America. We're on like more strict, rigid schedules and shit like that. I mean, it's in the East too, like Asia, but we live in like strict schedules and like rigid schedules. Like we got 9 to 5s and we gotta be on time for stuff. And like shout out to the monochronic people. But then you have the polychronic people. They're a lot more like flexible. They base their perception of time on like relationships. You know what I'm saying? Like um they don't prioritize schedules. They prioritize multitasking and like doing things all at the same time. And like I'm like, wait a minute. This sounds like me. So I started looking up. I was like, would an ADHD brain do better in a polychronic society? Of course, the answer was yes. You know what I'm saying? And like, I ain't been diagnosed, but I talked to a psychiatrist. She was like, yeah, you got it. Plus, my brother definitely got it. I'm pretty sure I got it, yo. I looked up the symptoms, but I'm always in doubt. So, um, even then, though, it makes complete sense. Like, all the fucking traits match up. But, yo, if I was in a polychronic society, I'm positive I would just do way better. Because the way they were describing, I was like, this is my dream. Like, what if the whole world was made for like an ADHD brain or a neurodivergent brain? What if the whole world was like in a polychronic manner? But then again, I be looking at autistic people and I'm like, I think a lot of autistic people would do a lot better in a monochronic society. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like autistic people would definitely do better with like probably on a rigid or a more rigid schedule for them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like with ADHD is like, nah, like I'm trying to do everything at the same time. Like, I got things to do. Well, I don't really know how autistic people would do in monochronic society. I don't know. Is it? I don't know. I haven't done research on. I don't know nothing about autism. Nah, man. But nah, for real, like dog, like a polychronic society would definitely be like the key though. That's the vibes. That sound like the vibes. Like I don't know, like and that's how I would be like cool up in there. I was looking, I'm like, this looked like how they used to do it back in the Roman times, right? Like this is what they there's this word called like opium? Opium? No, not opium. Um you know where the word school comes from? Uh it comes from a Greek root word of a similar sound. Scole, I think. Scole, yeah, scole. Anyway, scole was basically like I don't know. I feel like that's how it was, like a polychronic society. You know what I'm saying? School wasn't rigid. It was more like a place where you could just learn and educate yourself. You know what I'm saying? And like take courses, but I got to get deeper up in that. But you know what? Like that was basically like the luxury life. They wasn't focused on work more so they was focused on like learning and experience and living life. But like this is how societies used to be. I think this is how the Native Americans was. This is how like people was before like you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of societies like we could go back to this. We don't have to be all in the same thing. Colonization is really like like it's really messed us up. Like it's really made us go back to like these rigid ways, go to rigid ways of thinking. This is why we not progressing. This is why culture just ain't progressed. This is why we so nostalgic. Like we got art don't reflect life no more. Everything is just man, like this is why humans is just you know what I'm saying? Like we got to get back to when culture started when art was reflecting the culture. Like when art was reflecting life. This is why we ain't progressing these days. This is why we stuck in the same place. This is why time moving way more faster than it should be. You know what I'm saying? We all doing the same shit. We ain't learning nothing new. When you a kid, you learning more new shit. So therefore, you got, you know what I'm saying? You dig? So time gonna take its time. Nowadays, everybody living the same things, living the same life, doing the same things. Life ain't interesting. We done made our culture boring. Like, man, doesn't that suck? Yo, our artists gotta get up and do some cool shit again. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it, I'ma start. Let's do